Hello everybody and welcome to today's video where I'm going to be showing you how to create a local Minecraft server. So you're quite far through in the course now, and up until this point we've been using a nice little run server button that we had in our plugin. And the way this worked was, as you can see here, we had this little button, and what this did was actually under the hood it created a Minecraft server inside of this run folder, and it just automatically puts your plugin inside there. But of course, that's not very useful for when you're not developing. What if you just want an actual server? You know, one that's persistent and doesn't require your IDE to be open and shouldn't expect changes from your plugin every 5 minutes. Well then, that's what this video is going to show. It's going to show you how to create a local Minecraft server. Now it's important to note we do have a couple other videos in this section. So there's a few different common ways to make Minecraft servers. So I'm doing a local one here. So that means only I can join. Maybe my friends and family at best, but it means it's running on my machine, so it's blazing fast and it's secure, nobody else can join. And then you could also maybe buy some of your own hardware and then install Pterodactyl, which is a game panel, the most popular of its kind, which we've got a video on. And then you can create as many servers as you want on Pterodactyl under those specs. Or you could even go one layer further and rent a Minecraft server from Minecraft server hosts. So it's all about the level of control you want, and we have different videos for different ones here. But anyway, we're going to be creating a server locally in this video today. So if you're not on Windows, and we do have videos for other operating systems, I of course am on Windows, I'm on Windows 11, but of course you can use Windows 10 or pretty much any other version. So I'm on a website here called MCUtils. You will have seen it throughout the course. This is a site that my team and I made, and this util here is the server jars util. It's our most popular by far. And it's just essentially a massive repository of server jars for all of these different server types. So you can see we have everything from plugins here, to mods, to proxies, and even vanilla as well. Now of course, this course has been covering paper the entire way, so we'll be downloading a paper server. And you can choose what version you'd like. It goes all the way back to 1.8, although I highly recommend, of course, developing as late as you can, so that you can benefit from all the latest features. It's important to note that this website serves straight from the source. So what that means is that the moment paper push an update, then it will immediately appear in here. So whatever you've got here, you know it's the latest version. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I've got the latest selected, and I'll download that jar. Okay, so mine's downloaded there, and it should now be on my desktop. Awesome. So here's my jar. Now what we need to do is go ahead and create a folder, so you can call this folder whatever you'd like, and you can also place it wherever you'd like. It does not matter. I'm just going to call mine server, and we'll go ahead and open the folder and drag that jar in. Super easy. Okay, so that's the first half. We've got the jar, and now we need to just run the jar. Now running the jar is as easy as literally just writing one Java command, because as you can see, this is an executable jar file. So if you wanted to, you could just open your terminal and run the command in here, but that's not very sustainable. We're going to create an executable file, which all you need to do is double click it, and this server will start, and it'll give you a nice console window. So what you want to do is open a fresh instance of Notepad. So I've got one here, and we're going to go ahead and copy and paste in some codes, or rather some very basic commands, which I've attached alongside this video. So you can either pause and go ahead and copy and paste it, or just copy it out yourself. It's not too long. But this is essentially what's going to be run when we run what we're going to call the start.bat. So super basic stuff here. There's only two things you may want to change. The first thing is we have to actually reference the jar file. Now we have a name mismatch here, so we need to fix that. These have to be the same name. I always find it easier just to rename the actual jar on the server, because those names are always going to change. So if we kind of make it so those are always paper, then we don't have to keep editing the start.bat. And then secondly is the RAM. So this is how much memory of your machine do you want to give it. So it's set here to 4 gig. Now of course this completely depends on you. It's worth remembering that unlike when you rent a server, this is actually on your local machine, which means it's your specs. So be careful how much you allocate. You still need some for yourself. So I've got plenty, so I think 4 gig will be just fine. And honestly, that's a really good number for a nice local testing server. And if you do want to change it, just go ahead and alter that number there, just before the G's on both of these flags. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and go to File, Save As, and then we need to do something a little bit special in saving this. So what we'll do is we'll call it start.bat. You can call it anything as long as it ends in .bat. And then change save as type to all files, and that's going to force it to be a .bat file. And there you go. So that now means we can go ahead and double click on this, and you'll see our Minecraft server has started running. So it's just doing all the paper stuff, so it's downloading the Mojang jar, applying all the paper patches, and it's going to halt us because we're going to need to agree to the EULA. So of course the EULA is just the end user license agreement, so make sure you've read it, which I'm sure you have. It is truly a thrilling read. And then let's go ahead and start up the server once again. Now this time we should have a bit more luck because the EULA has been agreed to, so it should go ahead and create the world, as you can see. And there we go, the server has started. That was rapid. So of course it's no secret on how to join a local server. We've done this a million times before, but just go ahead and whack 0 in the direct connection or localhost or your local IP, whatever you want. I think 0 is always best. And there you go, you now have your local Minecraft server. You can see if we press F3, it says that we have here a paper server, which is exactly what we created. And now you have full control over all the files, so you can change vanilla properties, spigot properties, bucket properties. You can change who's banned, the whitelist and so on, all that stuff. And of course, don't forget the important thing, make sure to opt yourself so you have full control in game as well. But anyhow guys, that's it. That's how to create a local server. So catch the other videos if you want to see ways of creating a server where your friends from all across the world can join. But otherwise, this was how to create one hosted on your local machine. So thanks so much for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one.